So here we have another example of another slightly harder simplifying problem. Now, recall that this is all essentially the same concept of getting a common denominator and being able to simplify from there, looking to see if you can factor out certain binomial or trinomials such that you'd be able to cancel them in the end. And that's a key, seeing which one of those you could factor out and be able to eliminate to achieve the most simple binomial or the most simple answer. So here we have simplify. I want to simplify this x minus y plus 2y squared over x plus y. You're multiplying this whole thing. Sorry, these two are parentheses. Multiplying this whole thing by 1 over x squared minus 1 over y squared. This is minus, sorry. You're dividing the whole thing by x cubed minus x cubed y plus y to the fourth all over x plus y. So this might look slightly daunting at first, but that's completely okay because we'll take it step by step at a time, okay? So over here, let's just take this part first. This part we know this is essentially over 1, right? So we want to again multiply this whole thing by x plus y. So and put the whole thing over x plus y. So it would be a common denominator over a common denominator. I mean, so let's put in brackets. So you get x minus y times x plus y plus 2y squared over x plus y. Now, this whole portion corresponds to just this part right here. In case guys don't see that. Okay, and you want to multiply this whole thing. So this is over the same denominator. We're not going to touch this part yet. We just get to get the top part right. Okay, and then now we're going to simplify this part, or put that over a common denominator also. So you want to multiply this whole thing by xy squared. You want to have a common denominator of x squared y squared. So you're going to multiply this by y squared, and then you're subtracting 1 over y squared. So you're going to end up with this right here. You're going to get y squared minus x squared over x squared y squared, right? Because essentially we're just multiplying and then putting it over x squared y squared. Now you have this times this thing, this whole thing multiply by this whole thing as your numerator, and in order to divide this, you first again want to put this thing into a common denominator such that you'd be able to multiply later, and you'd be able to cancel these different terms out more efficiently. So right here, you once again different color blue. So over here, you're once again distributing the x plus y to the x cubed. So you have x cubed times x plus y minus x cubed y plus y to the fourth. Remember, because this term right here is already over the denominator you want to have, so you don't touch it, leave it alone. And then that'd be over x plus y. But now you have quite a complex fraction going on here. Remember, because you're dividing this, you're actually, what you want to do, you want to multiply your two numerator terms. It's called this whole chunk 1 and this whole chunk 2 multiplied by 3's reciprocal. So essentially gonna switch these two terms, or switch this whole side and put it on the bottom and put this whole side on top. So that puts you at the first numerator, x squared minus y squared plus 2y squared over x plus y. And then multiply this whole thing. Remember, this is the first numerator. After you simplify, when you multiply the second numerator by x, or y minus x times y plus x over x squared y squared. And then you're going to multiply, like I said earlier, reciprocal of term 3, which is slightly thicker one, which is x, plus y all over x to the fourth plus x to the third, y minus x to the third, y minus y to the fourth. Right here you can see it's a variation of difference of two squares, because these two drop out. These two terms, you have these two terms, you can see the difference of two squares. Now, when you simplify this, this is also unique pattern. You need to know this essentially right here is x squared plus y squared after you simplify it. And so let's continue to simplify this. You would get x squared plus y squared, like I said, all over x plus y, your common denominator, multiplied y minus x times x, y plus x, sorry, all over x squared y squared. Now, just to make sure you still remember, this is still the first numerator, this is still the second numerator, and then you're going to multiply it by the third numerator, a third denominator, but you flipped it over, so essentially it's just a numerator now, and that'd be x plus y all over x to the 4 power minus y to the 4 power. And this right here is equal to x squared plus y squared times x squared minus y squared. Okay, so now let's start canceling terms. So you have, after you just straight out multiply the terms across, you have x squared plus y squared, get darker color, times y minus x times x plus y, and then you can make it x. You might ask, why is x plus y? Well, if you add a negative to it, right here, it's essentially x plus y, and then this would all be over x squared plus y squared times x minus y, x plus y times right here x squared minus y squared. Now let's just start getting a big marker and just canceling out things. Okay, x squared plus y squared. We see that right here. Alright. This is out. We see y minus x, and we see x minus y. Well, here's an important trick. Y minus x is the same thing as negative. Same thing as negative x minus y, right? Negative x minus y. So if you put a negative in front of this, it'd be negative multiplied by the binomial x minus y, because it'd be negative x plus y, which is just y minus x. So you'd be able to cross this out along with this. So now you just have, this is out too, so you have negative 1 here. That's important to remember that. And then you have x plus y over x plus y, which is still 1. So essentially multiplying by 1. So now you have a negative 1 multiplied by a positive 1. You're left with x squared minus y squared. Now, x squared minus y squared is essentially the same as I'm sorry. X minus y. Okay, so actually, over here, this is, you can simplify this into x plus y times x minus y. So then you'd actually be left with a negative 1. You'd actually be left with, let's just move it right here. Negative 1, not sure you can see this, over x squared y squared, because all the terms drop out except for x squared y squared. Alright.